Well, another slow day here at Chris at Peak headquarters. We do got 2 sales going up, so grab those out of inventory already. You would have seen that if you were hanging out on TikTok. But welcome to YouTube and Facebook. We got these orders out of the garage. We're ready to ship them out. We're drinking some coffee, of course. You know the drill. Hope everyone's having an awesome Tuesday so far. Appreciate everyone sharing some of your time with me. There's so many things that you could be doing with your time. I appreciate that you're spending a little bit of that time sharing it with me. Speaking of, Hip Flippin' Mama is in the house. The hippest, the flippest. It's Kelly. Glad that you're here. You have that's like my favorite introduction. You know that, right? Like you have the best introduction on this show. The bins are so fun. I feel like I would get too angry at the bins. I don't know if I could do the bins. Have you heard of the brand Outer Known? I have, Bold North. I have one in inventory. I hope that means that you just found one, Bold North, because that is a spectacular brand. Hope you're well. Gotta get an intro for Bold North like that, like Hip Flippin' Mama's intro. But Hip Flippin' Mama, you have such a cool screen name. It just sort of elicits that. Hey, did everyone's names go back to the old way on TikTok? Is that what happened? Remember how all the names switched last week? Did that switch back? My chat stream isn't working over on Restream. Well, that's cool. I would ask people to give me feedback and let me know if it's working over there, but the chat isn't even working, so I can't even. It says no internet. Well, that's strange. So if you're chatting on YouTube and Facebook, I can't see you. Maybe I can refresh this thing. This might end the whole stream. I'm not sure, but we'll give it a try. Over from YouTube. Oh, Nessie, let me know what was happening over there. For some reason, the chat wasn't working, but I just refreshed it. Maybe it's working now. My name not changed. Okay. Oh, appreciate that, Kelly. Hope you're well. My brother gave me an Outer Known shirt to sell. That's sick. Those are expensive, new, like over $100. Having trouble connecting Poshmark and Mercari through Vendo. Any suggestions? Having trouble connecting Poshmark and Mercari through Vendo. Any suggestions other than just going to the regular screen here on Vendo, where you go to settings, account preferences, and marketplace connections, and then just going in there and entering the information on that screen. I don't know any other way to do it because I've never had issues with it. But if you are, there's a little chat thing in the little bottom right-hand corner. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little chat thing on the bottom of the Vendo thing. You hit that little chat button there, and you can send a message over to those folks at Vendo. They usually get back pretty quickly. So, who will respond? Ben or Juliana. You'll hear from one of them. They're pretty responsive over there. Just like anything, first time walking through, you might kind of bump into some things. Yeah, the chat wasn't working, so I came over to TikTok. Okay. I think chat may be working over on YouTube and in Facebook now. It looks like it is on my end. Nobody's chatting. That's another thing. But so if you're over on YouTube or Facebook, say hello down in the chat so we know that the chat works. Vendo customer service rocks. There you go. I think that's such an important thing about any kind of company, right? Just have good customer service. Good customer service is hard to execute on a consistent level. You really do have to work at it. You have to hire good people. You have to train them well. You have to continue to take really good care of them so they don't leave and you don't have to train new people and hire new people constantly. It's not exactly easy to do, but it's also not like a mystery, right? That's a problem that's been solved by companies time and time again. So companies that care, that have a high level of give a shit, deliver good customer service. Companies that don't care and have a low level of give a shit don't have good customer service. It's not easy to do, but it's also not like beating cancer hard, right? You just have to if you're committed to it and you're focused at it, you will have good customer service. Correct, Matt. You get where I was going there. Chat seems to be working now. Test 1, 2. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate that. Evelyn, appreciate you jumping over. onto YouTube. So I know YouTube and Facebook is working good. Stuart's here. Favorite time of day. Stuart, you're getting your comment highlighted for that level of positivity. That level of positivity, you get your comment highlighted. Also, snarkiness, funny comments. I'll basically highlight anything. I'm just saying. Carlos at Vendu is cool too. That's right. I like Carlos. We have a high level of give a shit. It's a great way of, and I don't really swear a lot on this account, and you'll probably know that, or on this account or this account. But I love that. I love thinking about give a shit, and for me, that's like how I evaluate people, like humans, and also like companies, organizations, which organizations by definition are just collections of people, usually working towards a common goal. Sometimes working towards a common goal. Sometimes they all have their own goals within organizations, but good organizations, they're all working together. Anyway, the level of give a shit is really important to me. It's always been really important to me. And you can tell high level of give a shit. Think about it. Trisha says, I cuss a lot. Stuart, you got me thinking yesterday about one shop and doing some exploration to see if the solution that you came up with, which is just one shop for cross listing. I started looking into that and talking to some people. I even reached out to one shop. And actually, let's see if they got back to me while we're on the topic. I've not heard back. I also emailed them end of day yesterday, kind of end of work day time. So it's only 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern time here. So hopefully we hear back from them. Just had some questions for them and asked them if I could just talk through some stuff with them. Trisha, I have a sailor's mouth. Speaking of, I went through and found a Pokemon VCR. That's a thing, a Pokemon VCR. That's really cool. I use one shop, love it too. 7 here. Angel, what's 7 here? Oh. So Stuart says their customer, I think you're talking about one shop, their customer support via text is awesome. Maybe that's what I should have done. I've never done text customer service. I'm an old curmudgeon. I emailed them. I don't know. I guess maybe I should text. I don't text businesses. That's kind of weird to me, but maybe I should do that. I should just not be old curmudgeon. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning to you. It's Evie. I think I'm saying that right. Good morning to you. Thanks for popping in. Good to have you. Hope you're having a good day. Let us know what's going on. 7 a.m. here. Gotcha. Yep. So I don't know where one shop's located either. I don't know if they're West Coast or East Coast or whatever. But I'll let you know what I hear back from them because I'm really interested by what Stuart said yesterday. Y'all are teaching me just as much, if not more. All right, let's do some shipping. Ooh, got good news. That order just paid. So we're going to have 3 orders to ship out this morning. That's a sick one too. All right, let's start with this Poshmark one. Poshmark is, thank you cards, back pocket. Is this Ralph Lauren shirt? This is going out to Salome. Thank you, Salome. Appreciate your order. AWM, old curmudgeon sent handwritten letters. That's right. Angry handwritten letters is what I write. So I'm going to use one of these. This is a Poshmark order. So I'm going to use one of these USPS priority Tyvek envelopes. I thought that one was going to rip like the last couple. This Ralph Lauren is mediocre inventory. It does have a pony on the chest. It's a size 16 and a half, 34, 35, which is about a size large. It would be a better seller if it was a little bit bigger at XL. That would make it kind of, I don't know, not great inventory, but maybe good inventory. This is mediocre at large. If it goes up to 2XL, it actually becomes very good inventory. Not great inventory, but very good inventory at 2XL. If it was size 2XL tall, that becomes great inventory, meaning it's going to sell fast and for even more money. This one sold for $17 on a best offer on Poshmark. I paid $5 for it at a thrift store. Just realizing I didn't mark any of these as sold in Vendu and for my spreadsheet, so we got to do that. I usually do that before the lives because that's kind of like walking and chewing gum for me. I'm probably going to screw it up. They text back right away. That's good to know, Stuart. Also, you can get the shipping labels on all the platforms in one shop. I haven't tried it, but it's a thing. That's good to know. I've noticed they've added some new stuff in there. So what are the shipping labels like? Is it USPS or like is it pirate ship or like how do they? Is it their own thing that they sell labels? Are they discounted? I need to know the answers to this stuff, Stuart. I'm fascinated by this. I appreciate you doing some of the research on this. One thing I like about One Shop too is I can order my USPS pickup right in the One Shop app. All I have to do is type in like the number of packages and it preloads all the other information, my address and everything else. It just preloads all that. I just got to put in the number of packages and it automatically schedules my pickup for me. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, it's not like earth shattering. It's not a game changer. It's just neat, you know. I have the right item, so no, it's my prices killing sales. Got it. Prices, you know, the three most important things are get the right items, take good photos of those items. And when I say good photos, better than your competition photos. And number three, pricing that item well. If you do those three things, your stuff's going to sell. Just keep things simple. Keep things simple. Everyone wants to talk about like Vendu and One Shop and Auto Posher and all this fancy stuff. Find good items, take better photos than your competition, and price your items well. And stuff will go. Today's quote from Hit Flippin' Mama. I am Jack Daniels on the outside, but the finest wine on the inside. I like that. I like that. Thank you for the follow, Ian. Appreciate it. Thanks for sharing the quote. And thank you for reminding me about the quote with the all caps reminder coming from Hit Flippin' Mama. You, Kelly, you are the flippest. Good morning, Allie. Appreciate you giving your insight and reselling. Hey, appreciate you sharing some positive vibes with me. Stuart says, I'm not sure, man. I can give it a try, I suppose. I'll be your guinea pig. I need guinea pigs. I've been the guinea pig for a lot of stuff. Usually Jason Hayes is the guinea pig too, but thank you, Stuart, for being the guinea pig. New technology is scary to me. Hi, human. Hi, Brandon. Hi, Brandon Human. Good morning. Fix morning, Mom. I got you. Mom of Havoc coming back 2 days in a row. Appreciate you being here. And I like to hear about what's going on in y'all's businesses too. Let me know if you have some fun sales. I like to hear about that. Some fun finds. I'd like to hear about that. Reminder, it's on the screen wherever you're at. I'm going to be live on TikTok, live thrifting at 1 p.m. Eastern time today. I do that every Tuesday. If you can come hang out, I'd love to have you on TikTok, chatting in the live, tipping me off on cool brands, learning yourself about new brands. You never know what I'm going to find when I'm there. You don't know. I don't know. We find out together. It's a lot of fun. If you missed today's live because you got things to do like work or picking up the kids or whatever, or sitting on the front porch drinking coffee, I respect that too. You can watch the full recording. I'm going to put it up on YouTube. That'll drop tomorrow morning at 9:30. So you can watch it live today at 1 or anytime tomorrow after 9:30. I'll drop it over on YouTube. Usually it's 9:15, but I just had a day job meeting canceled. We'll be able to watch. Let's go. I love when day job meetings cancel. I do not miss day job meetings, by the way. Fixing to start on my spreadsheet tonight. Getting some organization. That's got to feel good. Do Tyvek have a waxy feel? They do. They do. Good morning, Jackie. Do you think pricing too low can actually prevent people from buying? I think it might be like an overthinking it a little bit there, Jackie. I know what you're saying, but yeah, I think you're probably just overthinking it. Good items, good photos, and good prices. If you have crappy photos and low prices, and yeah, somebody might be thinking, oh, geez, who am I buying from? You know, it's like a low price, it's a crappy photo. But if you have really good photos, I mean, better than your competition photos, and your price is low, well, yeah, I think you're good there. Remember, it's all three of those things. I accidentally found this morning. I needed the motivation to get busy. Thanks. You're welcome. Thanks for coming in here and sharing some positive energy too. That helps me. Do you weigh your items before listing and get an accurate shipping rate? I don't. I did at first, but now I can just know that this item right here is going to go at a 12-ounce rate. And so I price everything flat. All my shirts are listed at $5.95. This might actually go at an 8-ounce rate. It's pretty close. Yep, it's 8 ounces. See what I mean? So 8 ounces is a different rate. That's a lower rate. So there's a 4-ounce rate, everything up to 4 ounce. There's an 8-ounce rate, everything between 5 and 8 ounces. And then there's the 12-ounce rate, which is everything 9 to 12 ounces. And then there's the the 1 pound rate, which is everything up to 15.9 ounces technically. That's above 12. So I can usually just go like that and say $5.95 flat pricing on all my shirts. Unless I know it's over a pound, then I'm going to price it at $8.95. But that just comes with time. I think at first it's smart to weigh stuff, right? Get in the rhythm of it, get good at it. Yeah, someone told me my prices were too low, but would you say makes sense? Yeah, I think that's probably overthinking it. If your business strategy is a fast nickel as opposed to the slow dime, if you're using a fast nickel strategy, you're trying to move items, low prices is a good strategy. Again, paired with good photos and good items that are in demand, I think is still smart. I learned some photo tricks from Chris Peaks. Been selling a lot more clothes. Love to hear that. Good photos is so powerful. People look at the pictures. We're just like we were when we were 2 and we're looking at the picture books, like the pictures matter. We don't care about the words. We all just want to read picture books. Right? When it comes down to it, we don't want the words. Just give me the pictures. That's why everything's video content, by the way, right now. Everything's visual, My wife said I can't go to the Goodwill till I get the junk pile listed. Boy, I've been pumping out the listings. That'll get you motivated. I like your wife. I don't know your wife. I don't know nothing about her. I don't even know her name, but I like her style. She's just putting the clamps on Stuart. And you seem like the type of dude who needs the clamps put on you, right? You need somebody to be the boss. I like it. Flipping nurse, my prices are too high. Yeah. Do you do free shipping, then move to flat rate? Sassafras, I do free shipping on Mercari, but only because Mercari's shipping, I have to do free shipping in order to ship on my own. Mercari's shipping label prices are just too high. So I do free shipping only on Mercari, and like random new tags, like retail arbitrage items, I might do free shipping if my competition is doing it too. Flipping Nurse's photos are excellent. I know they are. Where on One Shop can I order boxes? Can't find it. I've seen it before, but not now. Suzanne, I'm not sure. I've never ordered boxes on One Shop. I don't know the answer. Maybe Stuart knows the answer to that. Stuart on Facebook, Stuart the man. Do you know how to order boxes on One Shop? I don't know. I don't do it that way. That's what I do Mercari as well. Yeah. Do you put all your inventory in your JSON spreadsheet before you list it or after you sell it? As soon as I come home with these items, the first thing I do is I photo them. So I have a big stack of photoed items, right? So these ones are unphotoed right here. These are unphotoed. Those I'll work on this week. Not today, maybe tomorrow. Then over here on this chair, which I never sit in, these are the items that I photoed yesterday. So the next step for these is I'm going to take them back over to, this was a bad idea. Maybe not. Good idea. Great idea. Then I'm going to take them over to this table. I'm going to measure them and I'm going to enter them into JSON spreadsheet. The exact item title, and I'm going to put in all the measurements into that spreadsheet right there. Prices that I paid for them, date that I picked them up, store that I picked it up. It's all going to go into that spreadsheet. From there, I move over and I start listing all those items on eBay. I copy and paste the item titles that I put into the spreadsheet verbatim directly into eBay. I import them from eBay into Vendu, exact same item titles. And then those exact same item titles are on Poshmark, Mercari, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Amanda Davis, I have a reseller spreadsheet that's linked in my profile. If you click down below at the link or go to chris@peak.com, you can see all the stuff, shipping materials, tools, softwares, everything that I use to run my business, Amanda, is linked at chris@peak.com, including the reseller spreadsheet, which is created by Jason Hayes, who is a reseller who created this spreadsheet specifically for people who sell stuff online. So it's an awesome spreadsheet. It works for people who list up onto, I think, up to 7 platforms you can use. So if you sell on 7 different marketplaces, you can still use the spreadsheet. It has all kind of data and analytics for you. It's literally made by a reseller for resellers. It's really awesome. You get with the discount code that's included at the website. It's thanks Chris 10. If you use that discount code, you'll get 10% off that spreadsheet. Jason's the guy who taught me 96.7% of what I know about reselling. So it's a really good spreadsheet. Are you using a good photo app? I use Photo Room. Been using that for almost 2 years. I'm a big fan of Photo Room. Caveat, I'm also, Photo Room sponsors some of the content on this channel. So, and on this channel and on this channel. So But big fan of Photo Room. I wouldn't be sponsored by anything that I didn't personally use and believe in. I use it every single day, including, I shouldn't say every single day. I don't list every single day, but every single time I list, I use Photo Room. And here's how those photos came out from yesterday. Those are some Photo Roomed. Those are my cover photos. Just did that yesterday. Those are my last photos. So I really do use it, but they do sponsor some content on this channel. How did you get at Peak? My business has always been called Peak Opportunity. It used to be called Peak Opportunity Coaching. Then it became Peak Opportunity Outfitters. So then I'm Chris. So it's Chris at Peak. Trying to help Abby. Got a lot of people saying like, hey, I love the spreadsheet. So big fans of the spreadsheet. Here, trying to help Abby. Abby, going to try again today. Frustrating. Abby, what's frustrating? I might have missed a comment. Sorry. Hey, Aaron, how are you? Are you using, let's see. USPS free boxes. I might have missed some comments. Sorry if I missed something. I apologize. If you just drop it in the chat again, I'll get to it. I started buying suit jackets because of you, but when listing them, how do I know if it's a blazer or suit jacket? Can you shine light? Honestly, I don't worry about it. I use both keywords. I put in blazer, suit jacket, and sport coat in all my listings. Because think like your customer thinks, Stuart. Most customers don't know the difference between a blazer, a suit jacket, and a sport coat, right? Most people don't know. That's why you're asking. You don't know either. So I put all three keywords in all my listings so that someone who's looking for what they think is a blazer can find it. If what they think is a suit jacket, they can find it. If they think it's a sport coat, they can find it. If that makes sense. Men's blazer photos, exposure is all over the place. So I don't know what your lighting setup is, Abby. You might have to tinker with your lights, like move them farther away. You might even have to like use the light, bounce the light off another wall or something. Move them farther away, move them closer, move your camera farther away or closer. And sometimes that'll help with it too. And also sometimes try doing the focus. If it's a really dark suit like black, you might try doing the focus like off the actual suit itself and trying it somewhere like near the suit. And that will it'll help you like play with the color of it. How do you handle when the jackets do not have a material tag? Easy. I measure the jacket and then I compare the measurements of that jacket to similar jackets of that brand that are listed on eBay. I find I just search for that brand jacket, and then I find a seller that seems like a reputable seller who has one in size 42R. I compare my measurements to that 42R. Oh, my measurements are bigger. Cool. Now I look for another one, that's a reputable seller. I look for 44R. Do you see what I mean? And I start looking around and see, oh, cool. My measurements are the same as this person's. And then I look for like 2 or 3, the same ones, the same measurements, same brand, just to make sure that I got it right. And then after a little time, you'll just sort of know it just by doing that research all the time. But you don't just know it. Like I just know it. But I've been selling sport coats and blazers and suits for almost 2.5 years. So I just know. But the only way you get to know is there's no pass and go. There's no collecting $200. You have to just put in that little bit of research. And after you do that, like 10 or 15 or 20 or 40 or 50 or 100 times, then it will just become automatic for you too. Big brain move. Yeah, I mean, people think they need to know so much about suits and blazers and jackets in order to sell them. And the reality is people out there know what they're looking for. If you get the right keywords in your listings, and then you're also putting measurements and you're also putting good photos in, that people are, the consumer's got to go and they're going to find what they're looking for and they're going to buy it. So you don't have to be a suit expert in order to sell suits online. I think a lot of people just get intimidated. They're like, I don't know enough about this stuff. I don't really know anything about suits and blazers either. I've been selling them for 2.5 years. I know how to measure them. I know how to read the tags. And I know how to find prices of similar jackets online, and I take good photos. That's it. I never figured you for a tatted guy. What is that? What is that? You're making a stereotype. Are you stereotyping me as a tatted guy? I think that idea of like tatted or untatted people is probably 20 years old, Kim. I think pretty much people of all different walks of life and styles. Yeah, I think that tatted or not tatted sort of stereotype is gone. I think. I don't know. It's a lighter suit, yellow beige window pane check, and I'm doing all the things. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you're just not going to get it perfect, Abby, but tinker around with it. You'll get it. You'll just try some different things. Bounce the lights off a different thing. Don't use the lights at all. Try some natural light. Go into another room. Try it there. Sometimes certain colors just don't click, and they're never going to click unless you kind of try some different weird things. Officer Chris, there you go. I bought a stand light for $7 at a yard sale. Better Picks. Boom, like that. $7, Better Picks. By the way, the lights that I buy, people ask me about this all the time. We're on topic with it. These are the exact lights I use. They're like $100 for 2 of these shadow box lights. And the key here is that you need something that's got this diffuser on it. Whether you buy the ones that I buy or not is not important to me. But consider getting some lights that have this diffuser on it. That way you get like a nice even light. You won't have shadows on items and stuff either. If you have I have 2 of them, by the way. So you have light coming from 2 different directions, and it's both of them are diffused. There's also a little bit of nice natural light in this room too, which helps with the photos also. But these lights are like $100. It's the easiest upgrade you can make to your business is by upgrading your photos, and the easiest way to upgrade your photos is to upgrade your lighting. $100. All you got to do is sell like 4 or 5 items because you have better photos than your competition, and you paid for those lights. So a lot of people think about investing in their business. They're like, well, if I just sell a whole bunch of stuff, then I'll invest this stuff in my business. Think about it the other way around. What do you got to buy now what do you got to invest in your business right now so that you make those sales and make more profits moving forward? So the easiest way to upgrade your business, get more sales, and sell your items for more money to get higher dollar amounts is to upgrade your lighting. It's it. You don't need a fancy camera. You don't need any of that. You don't need to upgrade your iPhone 9 to an iPhone 12 or 13 or 14. That's a really expensive upgrade, and it won't make that big of a difference. $100, 2 softbox lights. That's going to be a huge difference for your business. Remember, you're competing. If you're doing clothing especially, you are competing with a ton of people who are reselling clothing. There's 107 people here in the chat on TikTok. There's 4 over here on YouTube and Facebook. Appreciate y'all for it too. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate all you being here. It's awesome. But there's a lot of people who are taking notes, and they're buying things like these lights, and they're using things like Photo Room to enhance their photos. You're competing with these people. Hunter, you're competing with Mom of Havoc, who's competing with Kim, right? We're all in this together. It's a great community, but we're also trying to all sell our stuff, and these secrets are out there. The best way to enhance your sales, forget about things like Vendu and Autoposher and One Shop and all these like software solutions. You want more sales? Improve your lighting situation. That'll improve your photos, and your photos are such a big piece with the competition. Price and photos are what people are going to be comparing Mom of Havoc's listings to Hunter's listings to AWM's listings to Reisner's listings. Don't cheap out. Hire a professional photographer to take photos. Awesome idea if you are independently wealthy like AWM and you're just doing this business for fun. Awesome idea. I found my lights from a photographer, posted them on Facebook Marketplace, paid $40 for 2. Freaking love that. So you're the reason the sales are slow. I am the reason that your sales are slow because everybody else is watching. They're taking the advice. They're upgrading their photos. And Gigi, you're not keeping up. If everyone is competing with my photos, congrats on your victory. Look, I wish everybody has awesome sales. That's why I give you information. I could pray to the good Lord for you that you have good sales, and maybe that'll help. Or I can give you a whole bunch of tips to help you get, upgrade your game a little bit. And that's what I hope. Just take an idea or two and go back and enhance your game. That's it. And there's other ways of doing this too. My way isn't the way; it is a way. Karen, appreciate the rose. Super kind of you. Had iPhone 7, could not load Photo Room or load pics. iPhone 14 is mine now. Yeah, iPhone 7, you're getting a little old at that point. I'm not your technology advisor, but iPhone 7s, you're going to run into like a lot of apps that probably will no longer work with iPhone 7. I just need a space to do it. We are too cramped in this house. Hard to find a spot to photo. I hear you. I started this business in a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment in downtown Denver on the 3rd floor apartment, right? And that's how I got started. Just kind of figured it out. So I know what it's like, dude. Packing a Ralph Lauren 48R blazer All wool. Nice. I picked up one of those yesterday, Wayne. Nice sale. How much you get for it, including shipping? Inquiring minds want to know. Tip or why I have coffee with you most days. Yeah. Oh yeah, coffee. What are the photo lights called? Newer. I have these linked up in my profile. Thanks for reminding me. I talked about all these lights. The exact ones I use are linked up in my profile. Click on the link, go into my Amazon reseller shopping list, and you can check it out. If you're over here on YouTube and Facebook, the link is probably down below, I think, or you can just go to chris@peak.com. It's the same link, chris@peak.com. And if you buy anything through those Amazon links, you still get the same low Amazon price as if you went through any link or just went to Amazon itself. You still get the same low price. Just gives a little kickback back to this channel, which helps me continue to put out content and devote time to doing this, to going live and putting all that stuff out. So it helps me out, and you still get the same low price. Doesn't cost you anything extra. I'm not allowing myself any more buying till I have listed that profit pile. There you go. I like it. Total 54.45. Here's the other thing about having good lighting too that I underestimated before I bought the lights, is that when you have the lighting right, you have to spend less time sort of like fidgeting with the item or moving your phone around or playing with the exposure on your phone. If the lighting is good, you'll spend less time photoing your items. It'll just be like bam, 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 bam. So time is money too, right? So you're getting some time back by having good lighting. Not only will you have better photos than your competition, but you're also getting your time back because you just don't have to fidget with the photos and the exposure, all that crap. So that was something I didn't think was going to happen before I bought good lights like this. I didn't realize it was going to save me time too. So that was a nice little bonus. South Texas resells in the house. Morning. Reisner, what's up? Found a stunning RL50L plaid turned around full of holes. Bummer. 50L is such a good size in that plaid pattern. You know I love that. What kind of light do you use? They're called Newer, Neewer. Again, everything I use and only the stuff I use every day for my business is linked up in my profile at the Amazon reseller shopping list that I have linked in there. You'll find it. All the stuff I use, right down to this table, my laptop stands. I think I even have this keyboard and mouse. Everything that I use and recommend, by the way. If I use it and it sucks, I don't like it. I like this tape dispenser. I love this tape dispenser. That's linked up there. Ring light was a game changer. Nice. And I like your ring light, and I respect anyone's game out there that has a ring light. But all things being equal, these softbox lights are, I think, the way to go. I have a ring light. It's here. I don't use it for photos. I use it for this. It needs to be brighter, by the way. I think, right? Oh, maybe. Yeah, I think that's better. So the ring light is good. I do think objectively that a softbox light with a diffuser on it that's going to get you nice even lighting across without the shadows, I think is objectively the way to go if you can make it work. Got an Yves Saint Laurent suit coat, excellent condition, $3. Great find on that. Thanks for sharing the live, Busted Flakes. Appreciate that. Tua, $40. So I've had that Tua card for a long time. I actually don't really need that Tua card in my eBay store to sell. I'm a Dolphins fan for life and big Tua fan. So I have that priced. If someone wants to come and buy it, they buy it. If they don't, that's cool too. It's a cool card. I think that was his first autograph that was like that came out. That was him in a Dolphins uniform. All the ones before that were him still in Alabama uniforms. Tua. If it was full-time, softbox would be better for sure. Why full-time? What's the difference there? Your time is even more valuable when you're part-time. It's even more valuable because you got other stuff to do. You just need to smash out your photos. Thanks, Rezer. I got a Nat Nasty for 150. I love that. I never find Nat Nast anymore. I used to find those in Colorado a ton. I found them in Florida some. I don't think I've found a Nat Nast that wasn't stained since I got here. Okay, total price on that sale, Wayne, was $54.45. See, there you go, $54.45 for a Ralph Lauren wool blazer. Not even the full suit, just the blazer. Laces out, Dan. That's right, Stuart. Guess who he wants to sell it for him? What? The fastest way to make money in photography is to sell your gear Facebook Marketplace for the win. There you go. You heard it from Reisner. You heard it here first. Got me a nasty gnat for $5. It's not nasty, Matt. Just cost wise, not ready to. I got you. No, you're doing what you got to do. You've done all the math and calculations. You've done all the evaluations. I respect it a ton. And your Snappy D. How can I argue with Snappy D? I just can't. Hubby wants me to sell a something. All right, we're doing a lot of talking and we're not doing a lot of packing today. I got 2 more items. This Aniche shirt. Don't tell me it's NYC. It's Aniche. Sean Puffy Combs owns this brand. It's not a great brand. I wouldn't pick up this shirt. It's a size large. I wouldn't pick it up again. It also has flaw on it. I know that because it says it in the item title. I forget what the flaw is. Probably just like a little stain or something like that. But really the Aniche's big, bold patterns, bright colors, it's kind of statement pieces. It's streetwear. Think about like, what is streetwear? It's big, it's bold, it's loose fitting, baggy stuff. This is a size large, cool pattern, but it's just not like big, bold, in your face, like color blocking, embroideries, big spell outs, big logos. That's what people really look for. So I still do pick up Aniche, but I'm looking for big sizes and bolder stuff than this. We're going to print this shipping label. This is an eBay sale. It sold for full asking price, $19 plus $5.95 shipping. It had a flaw on it. Let's read what the flaw is. 1 snag on the chest. I took a close-up photo with a pointer pointing at it. Yeah, it's just a tiny little blemish. So anyway, $19 full asking price on that. Without the blemish, that probably would have been listed for like $22. Probably would have sold faster too. I did not take this down off of Vendu, so we're going to take a couple extra steps here. So this is how quick it is to take something down from Vendu. I just searched for the item. I just copy and pasted it from eBay, like the eBay listing title, into Vendu, found the item. I'm going to click on eBay, mark is sold, Boom, it's taking it down from all those other platforms. 3, 2, 1, done. Okay, now I'm going to go over to my spreadsheet. I'm going to do a Control F and then Control V, and that's going to allow me to find that Aniche here in my active tab. So I'm going to grab that, I'm going to copy and paste it and put it over into the sales tab. Cool. So I picked that up on April the 6th of 2022 at the Salvation Army in Holiday, Florida. I told you that's where I got it. It sold on 5/8 yesterday, 23. It sold on eBay. So it took, let's see here, $19 plus $5.95 shipping. A grand total of 397 days to sell. I picked up 2 Aniches on that same day at that same store. The other one sold ages ago because it wasn't flawed. It was a bigger size and it was a little bit of a bolder pattern. So we're going to go into eBay. We're going to throw this on the scale first. We're going to print this shipping label through eBay. It's going to go USPS first class. It's going to go at an 8-ounce rate, which is going to save us a little bit of money. So that'll be $4.20. It's going from Asheville, North Carolina to Delray Beach, Florida. Thank you, Jonathan, for your order. It's going first class. First class, they say, is typically 3 to 5 business days. So what's today, Tuesday? This is only going from North Carolina to Florida, staying here on the East Coast. My guess is that this buyer gets this item, Jonathan, he gets it probably Friday or Saturday of this week would be my guess. Which is pretty fast shipping. I'm not beating Amazon, but they're also not beating me by a ton, and they got a few million more employees than I have. So I don't know if that's an accurate number, but you get the idea. Yeah. Do you type the measurements as well, or just type the weight? The measurements are preloaded on all mine because I just do sell similar on all existing. So once I put it in once, 12 by 9 by 2, it just populates into all my listings, so I don't have to mess with it. It's 1x, just another little step that's saved. Good morning, Laura. Welcome. Good to have you. Found another First last week was pink Judy blue. This week, cheetah print Judy blue. Nice. I've never found a Judy blue before. That's on my radar screen thanks to all y'all. Judy blue jeans, right? Is there a big thing? That's on my radar screen. So again, this is in a 9x12 poly bag. That's where I ship most like shirts and stuff are in those 9x12 polys. All right, and that shipping label cost us $4.20. I'll pop that into the spreadsheet. So not a great buy there, mostly because it was flawed, but also it was a smaller size, not bold enough. We went over all that. I paid $4 for it. It took 397 days to sell, and my profit after cost of goods, shipping, and fees is $13.23 on that shirt. Not bad. It's just the speed of the sale, which I have issue with on that one. But again, sometimes you get stuff home, you don't notice the flaws. You still sell it. It could be a bad buy, and you can still make profit on it. Just sold a pair of Judy Blues this morning. Nice. The 10 buyer today might return for your 200. Is there equal care? The 10 buyer today might return for your 200 item tomorrow. Yep. I'm a big believer in that. That's why thank you cards are in all my orders. Also, the thank you cards are just an opportunity for me to spread some positive energy. If somebody smiles or cups half a smile because I put a thank you note in an item, that's good. But yeah, that's the mindset, right? Take care of people, do right by people. And maybe someday that'll come back to you by that person coming back and buying stuff for you. Or maybe that person just has a good day and treats people really nice because you did a nice job. You packaged items well, you put a thank you card, and maybe they have a better day because they put up that Jonathan's gonna put on that Aniche shirt, and he's gonna be like, man, I look fly. You know, it's like, it's look good, it's feel good, it's do good. So he's gonna put on that shirt. It was well packaged, it was well described. I even had a pointer like pointing right at the flaw in the item. He's like, I see the flaw. I don't mind the flaw. No one's even gonna see it. I still feel good in the shirt. He's gonna go have a good day. He's gonna uplift people and see we're changing the world through Aniche shirts here on eBay. That's what we're doing. If anyone asks you, you say you're changing the world through used clothing. Hope he wants me to sell all his Dolphins memorabilia. Stop that. Don't sell that stuff. Or just give it to me. I'll take it. Do you have a custom thank you card, or do you use one's eBay prints? I have a custom thank you card, but I have a whole bunch of the eBay ones too. So I've been using some of those for my orders too, just to kind of get rid of them because I have a whole bunch of these. I think it's a nice card. They're overpriced when you buy them through eBay shipping supplies, but it says thanks on the front. And then on the back, it says something. Your order made my day. I hope this package makes yours. I think that's a nice card, but I use my own custom ones with my logo, with my website, and with a QR code to drive people back. Look at the mountains on there. What size box do you use for blazers? Typically a 1092 box, USPS priority 1092. I also occasionally use the 1095 if it's a little bit bigger, like a corduroy or a really big size. Sorry if I missed some comments. I know I probably did. What if I accepted an offer, then I get a better offer right after? If you accepted an offer, then to me, it's like you've made a deal. So you got to honor the deal. That's the way I do it. But you can do it however way you want. That's the way I do it. I remember that brand in middle school in the late 2010s. Yep. And all that stuff is back. All that Y2K stuff is really big right now. What's up? Jory's in the house. Nature Coast. Do you ship blazers in a box? I do. Bought that blazer for $5, Wayne. Nice flip on that. Thanks so much for sharing. You're welcome. Where do you get your thank you cards? I get them printed from vistaprint.com. Just found some men's True Religion jeans, also sick. If you are accepting an offer, how are you getting more offers? Probably cross-listing AWM. Hey, Chris, who made your custom thank you cards? My buddy David did. He created my original logo. He created my thank you cards. He created my first business website. Yeah, my buddy David down in Greenville, South Carolina. I'm not going to be shopping for a while. I can't quit watching to list. Thanks for all the great info. You're welcome. Mama Havoc, appreciate having you back day after day. You're always welcome here. Mr. Thriftastic, you're welcome. I don't know what you're thanking me for, but you're freaking welcome. Oh, I just deleted that item. Why did I do that? All right, so here's the sale of the day, and it just came in before we went live, and then the buyer just paid for the item. So we'll go ahead and grab that out of inventory. This is like the drum roll moment you've been waiting for. Really cool sale there. I'm excited about it. Let me go grab it here out of the closet. I think it's over here. It is. This is a really cool piece too. If I were this dude, I would be pretty excited about getting this item. So some of you might remember this. I picked up on a live thrift. I don't get too high, too low. I don't get too excited about things. I was pretty pumped about finding this. So seersucker blazer, you're like, yeah, whatever, dude. Who cares? Seersucker is actually really great. And even a mediocre brand, this time of year, seersucker blazers are a good seller. You can see right here that Polo Ralph Lauren, which I don't find a lot of Polo Ralph Lauren new or modern or vintage. But you get that Polo Ralph Lauren on the seersucker, 100% cotton. And here's the big deal here is that made in Italy right there. If you find made in Italy Polo Ralph Lauren, I don't care what it is, shirts, pants, tank top, yeah, mesh sleeveless shirts. I don't care what it is. If it's Polo Ralph Lauren or any kind of Ralph Lauren and it's made in Italy, you'll want to pick it up. This sold for $100 plus shipping. I had it listed for $149. I felt like the market price really truly was about $100 for this. It was probably brand new as part of a suit. I think it was like a $1,400 suit, brand new. And this is just a jacket for it. But I just thought with the seasonality here, I listed at $149 like 2 months ago. And figured I'd take offers. I got some like low offers in like the $75 to $80 range. I countered in the $120 range and just wasn't able to get a deal. This person did an opening offer of $100 and I took it because I think that's market value for it, if I'm being honest. What is going on my screen here? The joys of live TV. Get off my screen. There we go. Polo seersucker, I might find one a year. This is the first one I've ever found. So your one a year is way better than what I've found. And I've been selling suits and blazers for 2.5 years. But really cool piece. Really excited about it. I don't know what it's just a fun find. Size 46L, 100% cotton. But look for that made in Italy. That's the key here. Let's pack this thing up. I remember Evelyn was there. So I survived the bins. May never go again. That's how I feel about it. I'll probably get like arrested for what I do at the bins. So not a good idea to put myself in a violent situation. So all I do is I flip these inside out. There's a bunch of different ways to pack these. I'm showing you the way that I pack them. So by folding it inside out in half like this, it puts the buttons and all that stuff that's liable to break and stain and get wet. It puts all that on the inside and puts the liner on the outside. I don't care about the liner as much. Then I'm going to fold this into thirds. You know the drill. This is now it's a blazer torta. That's what we call it. And this is going to fit nicely into a 19 by 14 poly bag. You could also fit that. You can kind of get that into a 15 by 12 if you wanted to too. It's just a little tight in there. I sometimes use that, but I like using these 19 by 14 polys. Personal preference. It costs a little more. But I can fit a full suit in these bags. I can fit a blazer. I can fit a 52L corduroy blazer will fit in this bag. Bins are a guaranteed anxiety test for me. Yeah, I don't really like being around all that many people. If I'm going to be around like that many people in that close quarters, I better be at like a concert with some really good music playing, and I better have an IPA in my right hand. You know what I mean? I don't think they're going to let me blare loud music at the Goodwill bins and crush IPAs, so that's pretty much off for me. New to the bins one time before I even knew what it was before, but I'm going to try again. There you go. And again, if bins are part of your game, freaking awesome. If that works for you and you make money. Kat over from Sunrise listings. Kat. She crushes it at the bins. That's like the core of her business is the bins, literally. And I'm going over there for a box. I forgot I put some over here. Pre-built some boxes. So it's a 1092 box, USPS priority 1092. They make these in 3 different sizes. It's a 1092, which is the middle size. The big size is a 1095, which I use for suits. The smaller size is a 1097. But they're all like this kind of shape right here. That slides in perfectly. There we are. We're going to make out a thank you card. So this was a eBay sale. Again, $100 plus shipping. So the buyer's all in for $110.95. Plus tax. So they're all in for $116.25. So USPS priority mail. This is going to Len. Thank you, Len. This is a cool buy. Len's in Staunton, Virginia. I don't know where that is. But this is not going far. So shipping will be cheap for this. If it was going to California, it would be more. What size bag is that? 19 by 14. Her bins are also a lot of unprocessed donations, so better stuff for sure. Not all picked over. Yes. And I'm going to make an assumption that what she's experiencing with a lot of items that skip the retail store and go right to the bins, she's in the Tampa Bay area, which you're talking about, I think a little bit over 3 million people metro-wise. So you just have a lot of stuff and things, right? You might not see that as much if you're in like a smaller area. Like I am. Asheville, North Carolina does not have a metro area that's anywhere close to 3 million people. The biggest city in the Asheville area is Asheville, and that's, I think, 85,000 people. And then all the towns outside of Asheville are way, way smaller than that. So there's not 3 million metro in Asheville. So I'm not going to get the same amount of unprocessed items going to the bins here. That would be my assumption. But if I was in a place like I used to live in Denver, again, 2.9 million metro people, or a place like Charlotte, it's similar in size, or even places that are bigger like Boston Metro or Vegas or something like that, LA, Chicago, Houston, you might be able to go to the bins and find a lot of items that actually never went to the retail store, that they're going straight to the bins and they're selling it per pound. Anyway, Len, you're going to freaking love this seersucker blazer. I don't even know if I have a story for Len on this. I've never really hung out with people that wear seersucker blazers, so I don't even know. Like when I think seersucker blazer, I think of like Newport, Rhode Island. You know, I think about that kind of scene, kind of yachting scene. I like Newport, Rhode Island, by the way. In case you were wondering, I know you were. Do you ever come to Winston-Salem bins? I come to Winston-Salem, but I don't go to the bins there. But I go to the retail store on Peter Creek Parkway, which is where the bins location is. But I don't bins. And again, I respect anyone who bins if that's your game. It's just not my game. I might do it. Like I might try it for time here and there. I might take a video camera in and show you the experience just cause, but you know, just not, I know that that's not a good environment for me to be in on a regular basis with that many people crammed in close to me. Again, without IPA and without loud music, I don't want to be near that many people. Brenton Point, Newport is one of my favorite spots. Brenton Point. I'm trying to think of what Brenton Point. It's been over a decade since I last went to Newport, so I'm trying to remember what's Brenton Point. That store smells like strong old lady perfume. Oh, you made me laugh. You win. You win today. It's Bert from, I think of Beach Wedding. Okay, Bert from Mary Poppins. There you go. Yeah, Beach Wedding for sure. That's my problem. I don't like being around people. Yeah, bins ain't for you. Bins ain't for me either. So I don't judge it. Right on water, big kite, flying place. Oh, okay. All right. I don't remember that. So it's going to weigh in at 1 pound, 15 ounces. Do you fly kites? Is that like your thing? I like that term, like go fly a kite. I'm going to bring that back, start using that. Go fly a kite. So these boxes measure in at about 14 by 12 by 3. And this will weigh 1 pound, 15 ounces. So it's going to go at a 2 pound rate. USPS priority from Asheville, North Carolina to Staunton, Virginia is going to be $7.20. And again, I'm printing the shipping label right through eBay. All my eBay sales, I print the labels through eBay. There are a few exceptions to that rule. If I'm shipping internationally, I'll ship that label through Pirate Ship. And if it's a if it's a small item that weighs a lot, I'm going to take a look at Pirate Ship's USPS priority cubic rate, because sometimes I can save money that way too. So $7.20 on this label. And now I got to go delist that from on Vendu. This is how long it'll take. Oops. I'm just going to search the spreadsheet here first for, or actually search Vendu for seersucker. I probably don't have many seersuckers. There's 2 seersucker items in inventory right now, so now I have 1. So found the item. I'm going to mark it as sold on eBay in here, and then I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1, 0, and it's down from all the other platforms. I'm going to copy and paste it from Vendu, the title, go into the spreadsheet, Control V. Boom, found it. Control F, Control V. Got to cut that item, paste it into the sales spreadsheet. And we're going to enter all our info in. So that sold on 5/9/23. I picked it up on March the 14th, 2023. It's sold on eBay. And it sold for $100 plus $10.95 shipping. Shipping label cost us $7.20. After some eBay fees, that'll leave us with a profit of $81.14. So I paid $8 for that blazer. It took 56 days to sell and made us $81.14 profit. So that's the biggest profit item of May. Maybe the biggest profit item of, no, April I had a better one. Sold some Dior sunglasses, made $85. So biggest profit, single profit item for May so far is that one right there. Just sold my first Johnny Was tunic, had $5 into it. How much did you sell it for? That's nice. You don't use the eBay International. I love it. The thing can be broken into. Yep, I use both. I offer both eBay International shipping and direct shipping, so the customer can choose which one based on the price for them. And I've only sold one thing through eBay's international program, and guess what? It didn't get delivered. And yes, they refunded the buyer, and I kept my money. So that shows you my faith in basically anything that's eBay, especially when it's new in eBay. It's probably all messed up. And sure enough, my first eBay like international through their new program, first order got lost and didn't get delivered. Classic eBay. It's new. I'm sure the program will get better. And that's one person's experience on one item. So don't let that scare you away from the program. But that's classic eBay. I ship internationally all the time. I've been shipping internationally for more than 3 years, direct to the customer using Pirate Ship Simple Export Rate. And I think I've lost, I don't know if, I think I had one package that got lost because it got stuck in customs somewhere, Austria, Germany or something. It got stuck in customs during COVID. That's the one international package I've got lost. I've sold hundreds of items internationally, direct shipping through Pirate Ship. And I had one issue, and it was during the pandemic, and it was customs' fault. Got stuck at customs. It never got out of customs. I think customs lost it. The last scan was at customs. I had one, the person just didn't pick it up. eBay gave them their money back. Yeah, they're probably going to lose their shirt on that program because they mess up everything they touch, especially early on. But yeah, I offer both. I offer the international program through eBay, and I ship direct on my own. Okay, so those 3 orders are packed up. I also got to go back in. I didn't delist. What was that other item we sold? That Poshmark item, that Ralph Lauren. I got to go in and take that one down. I've shipped tons of eBay international stuff and never had a problem at all. Stuart, have you shipped tons through the new program that they just launched? They slow launched it over the last 3 months, but have you shipped a lot through that new program? We're not talking about the global shipping program, which is now, they got rid of that program, whatever the term is. That program's gone. I used that one for years too. Good morning, Joanne. Hope you're well. Sent my brother a $98 rollback shirt to Philippines. Cost me $135 total. Why did it cost you $135? Oh, $135 including the shipping. If you ship that via pirate ship, a shirt, if it's under a pound, that would cost something like $17 to ship it internationally for under a pound via pirate ship simple export rate. Is it easy to offer shipping? Let's go ahead and highlight this comment here. So Catherine over on YouTube, thanks for watching. Is it easy to offer shipping international on eBay? Do you have to set it up that way, or is it automatically available? I think that's the question of the day. I was never super clear on exactly how to get things into that program. They say it's just like automatic, like you don't have to do anything, but I'm not really sure about that. I've read like the information on the international shipping program from eBay a couple of times, and it just sounds like you don't have to do anything. But maybe somebody in the chat can explain it to me, because with most things eBay, it was like this big long explanation, and I still didn't understand what they were talking about. I have a PhD in freaking eBay, and I still get confused by some of their stuff. Stuart says sold like 5 or 6 items through the new program. That's awesome. Glad you're having a good experience with it. I've sold one and it didn't get delivered, but whatever. I still kept my money and the buyer got refunded. Just sold some sandals to Australia and Terrio Ponte all over print to Indonesia. Nice. What options do you make available that mirrors the simple export rate? What options do you make available that mirrors the simple export rate? You probably have to, I think you'll have to rephrase that question for me. I'm not sure I understand where you're getting at there. Oh, customs and shipping. Yeah. Customs fees, another thing. Yep. And again, I like to hear about all your wins, what's going on with your business, what sort of questions do you have? That's what we're here for. If I don't have an answer for your question, there's probably somebody in the chat. We got 104 people over on TikTok. We got 3 people hanging out on YouTube and Facebook. So there's probably somebody who's got an answer to your question, even if I don't have it. I know a couple of things, but I don't know all the things. All right, let's go ahead and put these items out into, I'll be right back, YouTube and Facebook. I'm going to put this bin outside, this bin here, so USPS can pick up my stuff. How much coffee is too much coffee? Anything more than 2 coffees or too much coffee. Happy place sign. What's up, Alan? That's you right now. Happy place sign. Which hat are you wearing today? If you know what I mean. Which hat are you wearing? What you working on? You know what the right answer is. What you should be working on, Alan. You know what I'm gonna say. What do I pick on eBay if I'm using simple export rate to ship? The option I choose is just standard international shipping is the option that I put for that one. Any more bear visitors? You know, I haven't seen the bears, and I haven't checked in with my neighbor to see if the bears are still around. There was 2 cubs and a mama bear. I guess that was last week at my neighbor's house, which is also my landlord. So apparently they were climbing a tree out in front of his house, and mama bear was pretty mad at the cub for climbing the tree, throwing a fit. All the hats. Alan, what's up with the I want to see a t-shirt. I want to see a t-shirt, brother. So Alan, so if you don't know Alan from Happy Place Signs, give Alan a follow, by the way. He does a lot of different things. So professoring, making frames, consulting, and he's about to go out on his 5K walk for the day. Awesome guy. Alan's one of my mentors, one of my most trusted friends, and one of the guys that probably, or humans, that impresses me the most in this world, wearing all these different hats. And he's working on the t-shirt design. After your 5K though, get your shoes on, go out and do it. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate having you. It means a lot to me. Rough guess. I know you've been at it. Okay, we got some questions rolling in. When you first got started, did you know how many listings you had before you had consistent sales? What's consistent sales mean for you, Aaron? I guess that's the. I guess what are you really asking there? Like, what does consistent sales mean? See you, Alan. You're welcome, brother. I can see the town 25 miles away here. Us flatlanders in Illinois appreciate the hills. There you go. Well, then I'll keep showing the hills for you. Just sold a Ralph Lauren 3XLT long sleeve polo for 85 bucks. Just sold a polo. What was there something fancy about it, or was it new with tags or something? That's a great sale at 85 bucks. Nice job. Good morning. Pickin' Vegas and Beyond is in the house. What's up? How are you? What are you over on YouTube? What's happening in your world? Oops, I highlighted the wrong comment. Well, we'll highlight Stuart's comment. My best is a 28-day streak of at least one sale a day. I like that. I don't have a streak going right now because I think I had a 0 day on Sunday, so I don't have a 1-a-day streak anymore. Good. Pickin' Vegas is in the house. What's up? What's up? Are you still streaming on all platforms? Yep, I'm on. Your choice. You can check me out on YouTube or Facebook. It's a little wider screen over there, or you can be here on TikTok too. That's fine. I'm actually going to plug back in the right mic. Pre-owned Big Pony gold logo and stripes. Sick. Really nice piece. You found yourself a banger over there. That's true. It's lonely here over on Facebook. Yeah, just don't get the crowd on Facebook. But I'm new to streaming on Facebook. You know, the folks over here, the community over here on TikTok is used to it. I've been going live every single weekday since like November the 2nd or November the 3rd or something like that. So it's kind of just takes time, like anything, to build up a little bit of crowd. But I like having Stuart Mann here every day. I'll take it. How many items in your eBay store? Like 430-ish, something in that range. When I ship to Canada to US, fees not charged on shipping. When I ship Canada to US, fees not charged on shipping. Joanne, I'm not sure I understand that question. I'm sorry. Still having coffee, only one sale yesterday. Yes, I'm still having, I need another coffee. I need to go get this, actually. Wayne, awesome. Thanks, man. All right, what I missed here? Yeah, sorry, Joanne. I just don't understand the question. When I ship Canada to US, fees not charged on shipping question. Yeah, I'm just not following it. I'm sorry. When you're listing new tags items, what do you include in title? When you are listing new with tags items, do you include in title? If so, so are you asking if I include new or new with tags in the item title? I do. I put in new, but there's two schools of thought there. Some people do it, some people don't. Do I put it at the beginning or end? I would say you're overthinking it. Yeah, just put, if you want to write new, write new. There might be other keywords that are more valuable than new. I do put new in mine. How much cheaper is simple export rate than buying the international standard? It's going to depend on what the item is, how much it weighs, how big it is, and how far it's going. So, and like what the fees are, like the import fees and customs fees in that different country. So there's no way to answer that question. Some items might be cheaper through the international standard on eBay, and some items might be more expensive. Just it depends on all those. There's a big long formula here, right? Weight, size, distance, customs fees, all that stuff. It's going to be so much different based on the customer, and the customs fees can be different based on what the item is. So a country might charge more on custom fees for shoes than they might for stereos. So there would be no way to sort of know that. But the buyer will know it when they see that one price is higher than the other. eBay fees not calculated on shipping that buyer paid. Okay. Joanne, honestly, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. Because it sounds like you're shipping from Canada to the US. And I've never shipped from Canada to the US, so I couldn't speak to that. I would have to Google the answer, I guess. And maybe I'm not 100% understanding your question, but I don't ship from Canada to the US because I'm in the US, so I'm not really sure. Yeah, and I understand it's hard to ask questions sometimes. Some questions require more than like 150 characters, so I'm not mad. I'm just trying to get you an answer. I just don't know. I don't ship from Canada to the US, so I would have to Google an answer for you, but you could Google it, I guess. Steve, thanks for the follow. Welcome aboard. How many harmonization codes have you memorized? 0. Yes, I'm in. My dad taught me don't memorize anything. Don't waste space in your brain for anything that you can look up in just like a half a second. It's like, why bother? Write it down. Write it down somewhere or have a resource we can look it up real quick. So I don't memorize stuff like that. Yeah, I'm in Canada. Yeah, sorry, I don't know the answer to that. Tina's in Canada. She's another person who's part of this community, who might be able to answer that question. She might ship from the Canada to the US. I just don't. When you say sell similar, are you looking items through search and selecting sell like this? Yeah, great question, Kate. I specifically search through my own items. So if I'm searching a Ralph Lauren button-down shirt, I'm just going to search Ralph Lauren and in my own inventory, and I'm going to find one, and I'm going to hit sell similar on that. Because when I do that, it loads in all my shipping information. It loads in my description with measurements and stuff like that. And it loads in all the item specifics. So brands, plaid, all that stuff. So yeah, and actually I'll usually search for like Ralph Lauren XL plaid if that's what I'm listing. And I find one that's in my current inventory and I hit sell similar on that. So it loads as many of those items in so that I don't have to spend the time typing that in, if that makes sense. I also sometimes, if I don't have that item or a similar one in inventory, I can do the same thing in my sold items. So I can do a sell similar from my sold items, or I can do a sold similar from a delisted item. So if something sold on Poshmark and it was delisted on eBay, I can go through those, like the ended listings, the unsolds, and do a sell similar from there too. That allows me to just ship faster, type in less stuff. Okay, so Tina's got you on your question, Joanne. You might have to put it in the chat again, but she's paying attention, she's here, she's present, and she's ready to help. I ordered an item from Canada, came in 2 boxes. FedEx said shipper charged $20 a box for import fees. Interesting. Speaking of Canada, I picked up a tan HBC Canada Olympics team, I think in 2007. Can't find comps. Speaking of Canada, I picked up a tan HBC Canada Olympics team. I think it's 2007. Can't find comps. Sorry, I don't know that item off the top of my head. You probably found something rare, so you're probably going to have to zoom. If you can't find that specific item, and this is advice to you, Mindy, and also advice to anybody else, if you can't find a comp for a very specific item, just take your search and like zoom it out just a little bit more broader. So you're looking for like 2007 Canada Olympics. You might not find that. So maybe back out the 2007, see if you can just find Canada Olympics. If that doesn't work, then maybe you back out Canada and just see if you can find what other Olympics from other countries. You see what I mean? Toy around with it and find something similar. Then come up with a price. If you're still not sure if that's right, price it high, turn offers on, see what happens. If it doesn't sell in a couple months, you can lower your price, or you can take a best offer on it. When not deliver until the 40 was paid by money order. So you had to pay for that item. You would just open up a case with eBay on that and share with them that experience, or you would not pay for it and report that to eBay, include pictures of whatever information you have, and open up a case with eBay, and they'll have your back on that. Hudson Bay Company, try that keyword. That's what HBC stands for. There you go. Tina's got you. Do you sell much Stio? I don't. Stio is an outdoors brand, but it tends to be discount. It's kind of more of like it's a discounted outdoor brand, right? So you have like a Patagonias and the Cools of the world, Arc'teryx. Those brands don't tend to get discounted too often when you're going to like REI and stuff. But Stio is more of like it's kind of a notch below that. It tends to be discounted, like heavily discounted a lot. You can find it a lot of times at stores like Evo, for instance, for 50 or 60% off. So Stio tends to have a lower resale value. But I'm sure there are some items from Stio that are worth flipping, especially if you get them cheap enough. But Stio is not really a brand that I'm on the lookout for. I went to list a set of 33 Time Life books. No idea of best way to ship 30 plus pounds. You'll probably ship those. I forget what media mail caps out at. I don't even know if there is a cap, but look into media mail. Just do some Googling on USPS media mail. That's probably how you'll ship those. Worth point for rare items. Yep, there you go. Worth point is another option for you for pricing rare things. Yeah. I have a feeling that she doesn't need worth point for that item. I think she just got to zoom out a little bit. Do you hang all clothes or flat lay some? I hang them all. There's my photo station right here. You can see it on TikTok. Right. Look how terrible this photo station is, by the way. Everyone thinks you need like big fancy stuff. Look at this. It's in between two doors. There's two door seams in the frame. There's door handles that come in the frames because I take everything in square mode. So the door handles are in there, seams. Terrible. I just use photo room to get rid of that background. So I could spend a whole bunch of money to try to figure out a background, which that's really the only option I have in this room that's good for photos. And I could spend a bunch of money, or I could just use photo room. And it's like nice, clean white background. Looks really professional. Jake says the limit is 70 pounds, I think. Yeah, you can just Google it and see what the limit is. It will take you at least 13 seconds to Google it and read the answer. At least 13. Gina says photo room is awesome. I'm with you on that. Do you use the free photo room or do you pay? I pay for the photo room. I get it by the year, so it's actually pretty cheap. And you can get 10% off, by the way. I have a link up in my profile for 10% off photo room. And full disclosure, photo room sponsors some content on my channel. They don't sponsor this live. This live is just me talking to you and saying, hey, here are the things I use. And I use photo room all the time. I usually say it every day, but I don't list every day. Here's my photo rooming from yesterday, in case you're wondering. Like that's whoop. Cool. Alan just texted me that was just in your happy place sign. He's like, I'm gonna have a brainstorm for you for your shirt today. I didn't mean to call him out, but that's what that looks like. My photo room photos. So that crappy background back there that I just showed you, that's what they look like. There's no crappy background. There's no door handles. There's no seams on doors, nothing. A little bit of a shadow and just a clean, crisp white background. What's the difference from the free one or pay? I'd have to look at the pricing. I pay for it by the year. So I don't have it like off the pricing, like just off the top of my head, because I pay for it once a year. And I do pay for it, by the way. Even though Photo Room sponsors some content on this channel, and we do have a relationship that's financial in nature, I still pay for the service. So they don't give it to me for free. I should probably talk to them about that, but I do pay for it. So there you go. Can you do that with your iPhone now too, just in the photo app? Not sure. And I use Photo Room for a lot of stuff. You see my if you follow me over on Instagram. If you're not following me over on Instagram, consider giving me a follow over on Instagram. Just click the link up above. You can subscribe to my YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram. But I post every day. I post kind of a deep dive into it. I post what's selling, and then I tell you a little bit deeper dive on that brand. Like, what are the things to look for? What are the things not to look for? So I create all those using Photo Room. So not only do I use Photo Room for the reselling business, I use Photo Room for my YouTube thumbnails. I use it for my Instagram posts on every single day. So Photo Room has a lot of different utility built into it that just goes beyond removing the white background. Bull North, what's up, brother? Welcome back. What's up, Funky Flips? Thank you for the follow, Libby Birdwell. Appreciate having you on board. Is this your full-time job? It's not full-time at the moment, but it is my primary source of income. I had a whole bunch. I had other things that I worked on. I had a contract position, not really a position. I worked on a 1099 kind of sporadically with a company for a little bit last year, doing some freelance curriculum development. I moved last year, and now I'm kind of bouncing around doing some different things, trying to get some real estate investment stuff going. So, but this is where I spend most of my time, between that and creating content for this kind of stuff to help y'all grow your businesses too. I think maybe they meant which features make the paid version worth the price. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a great, thank you for clarifying that for them. The thing I think that maybe most applies to this group as far as Photo Room is concerned, why you might get the paid version, is the bulk tool. So what I can do is all these photos, I didn't go in individually and do that to them. I did 50 photos all at once, and it loads it in, and it got rid of the white background. So what it does is it just makes it a lot faster. So for me, time is money. Me paying money for that app is basically me saying, cool, I'm going to pay you, app, as like an employee to do all this work for me so that I can get more time back, so I can use my time to go make more money or go sit on the front porch and drink coffee. You see what I mean? So that's why is that bulk tool, that bulk edit tool is why I would consider it. Good morning, Lucy. Hope you're well. Yes, I'm in Asheville, North Carolina. Where are you at, Lucy? Curriculum for what? It was for for 3 programs. It was for a data analytics, what was the other one? Cybersecurity, and a software engineering program. Online, asynchronous, e-learning stuff, career content, career school stuff. Is your content different on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok? There are some things that are different on each channel. So YouTube has long videos, which aren't on the other platforms. Instagram has the photo posts, which I post, and I give you in the caption, I give you a bunch of details about different brands and why I pick those, what I pick up from those brands and why, that kind of thing. Those are just Instagram. So that's why you might consider following me on those different things. You'll see different content. Photo posts really don't work on TikTok. Long form video from YouTube doesn't really fly on TikTok. Do you see what I mean? So it's not because I'm like trying to get you to follow me other places. It's just the different platforms just have different things. Hey, what's up, Kings? No, I'm going to get off here in a few minutes. I'm just wrapping up, but I appreciate the invitation. If you go live, I'll just let people know when I get off. You can go watch Kings of eBay over on his live. He'll be live here in a few minutes. So when I get off, go ahead and check if Kings of eBay is on it and go jump into his live. You're in Western North Carolina too. Nice. If you're lucky enough to be in the mountains, you're lucky enough. Ain't that right, Lucy? I thought that walk-in light box was a great idea until I built Return That Monster. Oh, gotcha. I think those are cool. Those like big light boxes. Who else has one? Wayne has one. Hustle at Home Mom. I don't know if any of y'all follow her. She's here on TikTok. She's on Instagram. She's on YouTube. Hustle at Home Mom. I've learned a lot from her over the years. I think she has one of those walk-in light boxes too, or at least she used to. I think those are cool, but I guess, it just depends on your space, what makes sense. What do we got here? I do jerry rig background. I got the trifold science fair boards covered in felt. The felt holds the shirts for me, and I have a white and black one to take pictures. I like it, Stuart. Yeah, I mean, this is just a setup. There's so many different ways to do this, but obviously with my setup, I can't really build a thing over there because I have the 2 doors, and I need to get into those doors because that's where I have a lot of inventory. I need to get in and out of that a lot. So for me to kind of build something over there wouldn't just make sense for my space. That's why I use those big softbox lights. I shouldn't say big. They also crank down. Those of you, have a great day, Mama Havoc. Appreciate you being here. So one thing about these lights too, you're like, man, I don't want these big bulky lights. You can always take them down like this, right? And now it's a lot smaller, and then I can put the 2 of them. I can have one short, one tall, and I can put them over in the corner so they're kind of not taking up a lot of space. I can also tilt this shadow box or the soft box downwards, and it takes up even less space. But I just leave them up because this office, this room is specific for this work, so I don't bother taking them down. They just kind of hang out over there. What I like too is they're good for lighting for these lives and stuff too. It just gives me, I take those, I bounce them off the wall. I bounce the light off the wall. So it kind of gives some nice lighting into this space too, instead of having direct lighting right on me. But yeah, whatever you do for your lighting setups, I respect it. Hi there. Do you have any stealth eBay accounts that you can sell on? What? Crypto Zara. Do you have any stealth eBay accounts that you can sell? Stealth eBay account? I don't think I know what you're asking there. You might have to clarify that question. Are you a programmer? I am not. I'm a career coach by trade. I have a master's in human development. Want some company? Okay. The bulk edit is awesome. Yeah, it's huge. I had the free version of Photo Room. I got Photo Room. I first installed it in August of 2021, so almost 2 years ago. And when I first got it, I was just like, oh, we'll use the free version. Everyone was recommending it to me. So I got the free version. I had the free version for less than a day. And then I upgraded to the paid version because I wanted that bulk. Because I list in bulk. I photoed 20 items yesterday, right? So I use that bulk tool to the bulk import tool, and then it takes all the white backgrounds for me nice and easy. So I was like, I need that time savings. So I literally had the free version for probably half of a day, and then I upgraded. Not because the free version isn't good. The free version is great. That's why I upgraded it, because I was like, this is really good. I'm going to invest. This is the software that I want to use. And they've continued to make that software better too, which is great. 20K, Evelyn says. 20K. I don't know what that means, but Eric Hayes is in the house. What's up? Let me know cryptos are about stealth eBay accounts. Now I'm curious. I only have one eBay account, if that answers your question. So, but I am curious, like, what do you mean about stealth accounts? Got a question over on Facebook from Julie. Thank you, Julie, for watching. When someone sends you a low offer, do you send comment back to them about the quality of the item? The answer is no. I don't necessarily feel like that's a bad idea. If that's the way that you do it, that's cool. But you ask how I do it. No, I just respond to the offer with an offer that I'm comfortable with selling that item for. So if I have an item listed for $25 and somebody offers me $5, I don't get mad. I don't kick sand. I don't freak out. I don't care. I'm actually happy that they sent me a low ball offer, because that's good for the algorithm. It tells eBay or Poshmark or Mercari or whatever platform they got that offer in. It's telling that platform, hey, this item is in demand. It might sell for $5. Mercari, eBay, and Poshmark don't want that item to sell for $5. They want it to sell for $20. So it's going to show up higher in listings. It's going to feed that algorithm so that your item is going to show up better in searches. So first of all, I say thank you. I don't say anything, but in my mind, I'm like, thank you for your lowball offer. This is helping me. And then I counter with a price that I'm comfortable with, which might be $22. So I might have it listed at 25. They come in at 5. I counter with 22. That might be what I'm comfortable with, and that's what I do. No comments, no words. I don't put anything in there. It's just numbers. And, I get a lot of offers. I'm on all these different platforms. For me, just spending the time, like typing in all this stuff, to me is just not something I'm interested in. If you do it that way, sick. But you asked how I do it. Stuart says, I don't either, Julie, unless they have a question with their offer. Yep. And if somebody asks me like, hey, what's the pit to pit measurement on this item, and they give me an offer of, $5, then I'll put some details in there. What's up, Eric Hayes? I think sometimes creators have another eBay account they don't talk about and just quietly sell on. Oh yeah, no, that would kind of, if there's other creators who do that, I respect their decision and their reasons to do it. But for me, I don't see why that would be helpful. Why would that be helpful for me? Like, I create this content. I spend all this time on lives. I put out videos and stuff to help y'all sell. If I had this whole other thing that I hid over in the corner, I'm not sure how that would help you. But I guess there's probably good reasons why people do it. So if there's people that do that out there that are creators that have private accounts, more power to them. That would be so much work. Yeah, y'all know that I'm just too much of an airhead to manage 2 accounts on that thing. Do you have a system of when you shop, picture, and list? I typically do live thrifts every Tuesday. You can watch. I'm going to go a little bit. I'm going to leave here pretty soon. And go do a live thrift every Tuesday. Other than that, no, I'm kind of all over the place. I'm kind of juggling some different income streams at the moment and some different things. So I'm kind of all over the place. But that's the one thing that's constant. I go live every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time here on TikTok. I'm live on YouTube and Facebook every weekday at 10 o'clock. I live thrift every Tuesday at 1 o'clock. I come home from that and I edit that video. I put it up on YouTube the following morning on Wednesday. So I have a few things that are kind of consistent routine in my game. But as far as like when I list and what days I list, that's kind of all over the place. And it's got to get even more all over the place as I start spending some time going out and like walking properties and stuff like that. My schedule will get like a little bit more wonky. How old is, and I'm going to start doing more garage selling. So that'll mean like Friday mornings are going to look a little bit different and Saturday mornings are going to look a little different. So everything's kind of always in flux for me. How old is considered vintage now? There's many different versions or definitions of what vintage is, but the most commonly accepted use of the term vintage is for anything that's 20 years or older. Kway said he was going to start another eBay store. Cool. That's awesome. I respect his decision for doing that. I'm sure you covered this, and I'm sure I don't. I don't know because I haven't talked to him about another eBay store, but my guess is that Kway isn't starting a second eBay store as a stealth eBay store to hide stuff from you. I would imagine that Kway is doing that for other reasons, but again, I haven't talked to him. That would be my assumption. But he's a pretty transparent guy, so I don't think he's going to open a stealth eBay store would be my thought there. There's probably a good business reason he's doing it. I'm sure you covered this. And do you use? Yep, I use Vendu. I have it linked up in the profile if you want to check it out. With that link, you can get a free trial just to kind of tinker around with it and see if it makes sense for your business. And if you do like it, with that link, you'll get 25% off your first month, which, hey, I think I've been using Vendu for almost 2 years. June 2021 was when I started. So another month, it'll be 2 full years on Vendu. Big fan of the platform. Yeah, I think it's to show us how to grow it. Gotcha. Interesting. Cool idea. I like it. He was talking about experimenting with selling strategy with the other account. Gotcha. Cool. I respect it. Just to prove how doable this all is. Cool. Gotcha. Respect it. Awesome. Do you make the listing in eBay and import? That's what I do, but other people will make the listing right in Vendu. I've just always listed on eBay. That was my main platform, my only platform for the first few years I was doing this. So I list on eBay, import into Vendu, cross list onto the 5 other platforms. That's my way of doing it. There's other ways of doing it too. You can list right in Vendu. You can list on Poshmark and you can import into Vendu too, if that's your game, or Mercari or whatever. That's what I do, and I really appreciate your response. Nice, cool. Anytime, jump on here. If you have questions, I'll address them. If I have an answer, I'll give you an answer. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know, and somebody else in the chat will pop in and answer it. All right, I'm going to log off here. If you're not following over on TikTok, you're over on YouTube and Facebook, you might consider following me over on TikTok. I'm going to do a live thrift today at 1 o'clock on TikTok. Pretty cool. You get to come along with me with probably a few hundred other people and go through the thrift store and literally see door to door. What am I doing at the thrift store? How do I make money? What's my routine? Why am I picking up certain items versus why am I putting them back? All that stuff. And you can ask me questions and you can tip me off on things too. I went to this thrift store yesterday. I picked up 4 brands that I've never picked up before, 3 of them that I've never heard of before, and that was just at the thrift store yesterday. I'm telling you, every week I'm picking up new brands. I've been doing this almost for 5 years, and I've been full-time with it for more than 2 years. And I'm just like you. I'm going to the thrift store. I'm curious. I don't know everything that I'm coming across, and I'm looking some stuff up. The only difference is on the live thrift on TikTok, you're on this phone here, so I can't look stuff up. So I always, ask people for help. Hey, I've never heard of this item. Can somebody, either look it up or does somebody know about this item? So it's kind of fun. I think it's cool interactions. If you're not following over on TikTok, consider giving me a follow over on TikTok. If you're watching now on TikTok and you haven't given me the follow, now's the time. Just like T gave me a follow right there. Appreciate it. Welcome aboard. SB just followed. Apple user just followed. Y'all get it. I'll see you at 1 o'clock today out at the thrift store. Hopefully we find some cool stuff. You never know. Yesterday was a great day. I found 29 items. That store has sucked for months, and I had a good day yesterday. So we'll see. I'm going to go to a different store today. It could suck, but we'll still have fun, but it could be awesome. So anyway, wishing everyone a great day. We'll see you again soon. I'm going to be live on TikTok tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. I'm going to be here on TikTok and Facebook again at 10 o'clock. So you get the early bird special over on TikTok. Either way, wherever you join me or if you don't join me, I hope everyone has an awesome day. I hope sales are good. And if you're outsourcing and flipping, I hope you find some cool new things. I hope you're curious. I hope you take the time to look up an item that you never heard of before and you bring home yourself a banger. Peace, everybody. See you next time.